Okay, my off-camera preparations are finished. I guess I'm ready to jump in. Okay, welcome everyone who's here. Um, this is the United States Peace Game Quiz number 3. This is the third time I'm attempting this. We'll see how it works. First time had good participation. The second time, maybe my timing was not so good. Um, we'll see how things work today. Uh, Up in the top right corner of the screen there, you should be able to see the cover of the box, the lid of the box of the game itself, United States Peace Game, USA. Um, I don't know if it's a series or what, but there's another game about Japan. It's not called the Peace Game, though. It's just called Japan the Game. And I plan to do a quiz with that also. Before I get started, let me just remind people that I would love it, appreciate it very greatly if you would uh, go ahead and subscribe or follow me. There's some information there. I do layman's philosophy broadcast. I usually have a guest. Yesterday I had a little bit of a kerfluffle. My regular guest didn't appear, so I did a solo show. Maybe I'll try that if people don't get too bored with hearing me talk about. Oh, hello, Columbus. Okay, who is this? Oh, Takara. Oh, welcome, my treasure. Yes, thank you. Welcome to the quiz again today. Um, so, Layman's Philosophy is another broadcast I do. This one I'm doing. I also do walks sometimes. I'm living in Kumamoto, Japan, which is a medium-sized city in Japan on the island of Kyushu. Sometimes I broadcast that. And if you have any interest in what Japan outside of the big urban areas like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and so on. If you want to know what other areas of Japan might look like, I can offer you a glimpse at least one of those areas here in Kumamoto. But today I'm going to try something. If we have some competitors, and already Takara is here, I'm going to offer you today a certificate. I've made up this simple certificate using some software, and I will put this in, enter your name, of course, or the name that you wish to be recognized by into this certificate and send it to you by direct mail. If you give me that information, I will award the winner this certificate of recognition. And as you can see, your name will be in the center, and my name is down there at the bottom to indicate. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, I hope it's fun. We'll see how things work. Um, so anyway, that's a little something, not maybe not a major motivation, but something cute to add to it. So like I said, please do follow me and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so let's see. Um, I think we're about ready to get started now. Let me get my questions out here. Where are they? Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, um, this is the USA United States Peace Game quiz, right? The United States Peace Game quiz, the third edition, the third episode broadcast of this quiz. All right, so I think Takara has an advantage here. She's the only one that's commenting. Maybe there are other people watching, and please do chime in. Um, Going to, let's see, if sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I meant to just click on. If I do that. Oh yeah, okay. So that's what I meant to do. I clicked on the wrong spot. I haven't been doing that before. People who are not watching on HAPS, HAPS TV is the platform that I'm using to simultaneously broadcast to Facebook, my Twitter feed, and also YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but anyway, I clicked, Takata, I clicked on your comment. I was going to share it to the screen, and I think I must have clicked on your name by mistake, and that took me to places unknown. Anyway, I think we're okay now. So, like I said, if I click on that and say present on screen, that's a little slow though. It says presenting. Yeah, I get a black screen with just a message for a few seconds. Have to work on that. A few technical things that this broadcaster is not familiar with yet. Okay, so here we go. We'll start with the first question. Start out with maybe an easy one for those of you that are familiar with the United States. The first question is, which Midwestern state is home to the Sears Tower and O'Hare International Airport? Okay. Which Midwestern state, so we're looking for the name of a state, is home to the Sears Tower and O'Hare International Airport? So anyone listening to this broadcast, you're welcome to submit your answer. It's a Midwestern state. It's at least it has at least one well-known city in this state. So the Sears Tower and O'Hare International Airport are in this state. Illinois is the correct answer. That's right. Let me see if I can put that up there. Yeah, so Illinois from Takara has the correct answer. So that's, I have to write this down. If I'm going to award something, I better make sure that I keep track of the score. So Takara has a commanding lead at this point with one correct answer. That's right. O'Hare International Airport and Sears Tower are in Illinois. I think they're both in Chicago, or at least the Chicago metropolitan area. So yes, definitely Illinois. Okay, here's another question from the from Chicago area. Question number 2. What river? It's a little more difficult. Now the name of a river. What river in Chicago is dyed green on St. Patrick's Day? Okay, did you know that? A river in Chicago. Yes, whoop, whoop, yes. Yes, you've got an early lead, Takara. Yes, very good. So again, the second question, what river in Chicago is dyed green on St. Patrick's Day? Okay, what river in Chicago is dyed green on St. Patrick's Day? Okay, so the question contains a pretty good hint to the answer, actually. So if you think about that, maybe that'll help you, even if you're not familiar with Chicago, that area. You may not know a lot about it. Yeah, yeah, that is a head scratcher, isn't it? But what would you guess? Okay, so it's the name of a river in Chicago. The name of a river in Chicago that is dyed green on St. Patrick's Day. The name of a river in Chicago. What river in Chicago is dyed green on St. Patrick's Day? Any guesses? Again, like I said, the question is as big of a hint as I can give to this question. I guess I could give choices. I could make up some choices. Okay. All right. So is it the Michigan River? Is it the Illinois River? Chicago River. That's right. Chicago River. See if I can share that quickly there. Yes, Takara comes up with her second answer. All right, very good. The Chicago River is dyed green. Yeah. I've been to Chicago. I knew that there was a Chicago River, but I actually had forgotten the fact. I'm sure that I'd heard it at some point that they dye that river green on St. Patrick's Day, but that seems to be the case according to this card anyway. Okay, let's see. The next question. Which two things must be kept separate according to the Constitution? Which two things must be kept separate according to the Constitution? Of course, this is the U.S. Constitution. We're talking about America here. According to the Constitution, two things must be kept separate. Okay, so what could they be? Two things kept separate. Okay. Two things, according to the Constitution. So the United States Constitution has dictated that these two things must be kept separate. Church and state. That's right. Church and state. Church and state. Again, Takara, a commanding lead now. 3 correct answers. No one else is even close. Well, no one else seems to be here right now. But that's beside the point. Takara still has the commanding lead with 3 correct answers. Church and state. According to the Constitution, church and state must remain separate. Okay. Sorry about that. I'd forgotten to put my phone on manner mode, but I'll have to take care of that in a little bit when the quiz has been finished. Okay, so congratulations to Takara. 3 correct answers now. This might be dated. I think I'm going to skip over that one. Let's go to the third question on this card. This question, what phrase do we use to describe the ideal that through hard work, courage, and determination, one can achieve a happy and successful life? Okay, through hard work, courage, and determination, one can achieve a happy and successful life. What phrase do we use to describe that ideal? Okay. I often hear even my Japanese colleagues and students are familiar with this phrase. When you think about America and becoming successful in America, the idea that, to expound on this a little bit more, the idea that anyone, even from humble origins, even people born in another country but who immigrate to the United States, have a chance to achieve success, have a chance to achieve financial success, to live a good, happy life in America. And do you know what phrase that refers to? 3-word phrase. The first word is the. There's a great hint for you, right? 3-word phrase. If you believe it, you can achieve it, Okay, that's a good phrase, and that accurately describes the idea. But there's a shorter, like I said, 3 words. The first word is the, and it refers specifically to the United States achieving your goals, your goals in America through your own hard work and determination. We have a phrase for that. There's a famous phrase for that. Um, I remember George Carlin is one of my favorite comedians, or was. He's passed away, I'm sorry to say. He was rather critical of some aspects of the United States, the way the government does certain things, rather critical. And I remember one of his well-known jokes was talking about this particular thing, the something something, that phrase. Uh, they call it that because you have to be asleep to believe it. You have to be asleep to believe it. Okay? That was the punchline to his joke. They call it the because you have to be asleep to believe it. Okay? So, but the idea, very, very commonly held, very popularly believed idea that through hard work, courage, and determination, just do it. Okay. All right. Yeah. What is that? Nike. The just do it. Yeah. It doesn't start with the. Okay. All right. I think maybe our audience is not going to come up with this one. Like I said, George Carlin said, "You have to be asleep to believe it." Because again, he was being critical there. He was talking about the American dream, right? You've heard that, right? The American dream. Yes, yes, yes. The American dream. Through hard work, courage, and determination, one can achieve a happy and successful life, right? But according to George Carlin, you have to be asleep to believe that. Anyway, like I said, George was kind of critical about certain aspects of America, but that's what made him a comedian, I guess. Okay, let's see. How about this one? Which Midwestern state, name of a state now, which Midwestern state is home to the Lincoln Museum, not the Lincoln Memorial, sorry, Lincoln Museum, University of Notre Dame, and Indy 500? Sorry about that. I tried to stretch it out. You got it just after I gave the answer. Yes, isn't that always the case, right? Yeah. Sorry, I tried to stretch it. I should have stretched it out just a little bit longer to giving you that amount of time, but sorry about that. You can get this one though, right? So we're looking for the name of a Midwestern state again. I guess this collection of cards are based in the Midwest. Indiana, that's right. Indiana is the name of that state, right? Yeah. Lincoln Museum, honestly, I couldn't have got it from that. University of Notre Dame, yes. Okay, now there, we're getting closer. But the Indy 500, Indianapolis, Indiana, of course, right? The Indy 500, famous race car race. Race car race. There we go. Okay, but I'm sorry. Yeah, Indiana for Takara. Another correct answer from Takara. She is the uncontested leader at this point, and looks pretty well on her way to achieving the first ever certificate of recognition for this U.S.A. Peace Game quiz. Okay. There's still time, though. If anybody's there lurking in the shadows, please jump in and give Takara a race for the certificate there. Okay. Next question. Continuing with the Indianapolis 500, the Indy 500 theme there. When is the 200 lap, 500 mile Indianapolis 500 held in Indiana? Okay. So when is the 200 lap, 500 mile Indianapolis 500 held in Indiana? Okay, so we're looking for a time, a day when the Indianapolis 500 motor car race is held. All right, the Indianapolis 500 in Indiana, Indianapolis, Indiana. 200 laps. Okay, 200 laps. I didn't realize. I knew it was obviously 500 from the name of the race, the Indianapolis 500. But I had forgotten the fact that it's 200 laps. So I guess each lap must be 2.5 miles. You'll have to wait for the choices. Oh, this is the difficult question. So there actually are no choices offered. But okay, again, I'll make up some choices here. Okay, so is it on May Day, the 4th of July, or Memorial Day? May Day, the 4th of July, or Memorial Day? When is the Indianapolis 500 held each year? August 23rd? August 23rd. No, it's not August 23rd. Oh, but thank you, Share, for offering your answer there. Good try. But yeah, the choices, we've come down to choices because this was quite a challenging question here. It's not one that popped into my head either. The Indianapolis 500, very, very famous, probably one of the most famous races in America and in the world. But when exactly is it held? Takara says Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the correct answer. That's right. Memorial Day is the correct answer. So Takara now with an even bigger lead. Sorry, I think I tapped my microphone there. I hope that wasn't a terrible, huge sound. I apologize for that. But got my microphone set a little bit too close to my pen and paper here, keeping score. Okay, so yes, the Indianapolis 500 is held on Memorial Day, which is the final Monday in May, in case you've forgotten that. So the final Monday in May is Memorial Day, and that is when the Indianapolis 500 is held each year. Okay, so Takara with a huge lead, but she has competition now. Share has decided to join us, and very, very welcome. Okay. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I very much appreciate it. Okay. Please do your best in this quiz. You've got some ground to make up, but it's not too late. Okay. All right. So the next question, if you need the choices, I'll give you only 2 choices. So you've got a 50-50 chance. But first, I'll ask the question without choices. Talking California, what kind of trees found in California can reach over 250 feet and have a circumference of more than 100 feet and live to be more than 2,000 years old? Okay. So what kind of trees? We're looking for a kind of tree found in California. Okay, Share says redwood. Takara, palm trees. Palm trees are tall, but I don't think they'll reach over 250 feet. They are very popular in Southern California, but yes, redwood, commonly known as redwood. There is a more technical name. We often talk about the redwood forests. I believe they're in central to northern You live in California. Okay, well, you have the advantage. Do you know the more technical name for redwood? The giant, there's another name for it. The redwood is the common name from the, oh, isn't that in that Arlo Guthrie song, From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream Waters? Oh, Ohio. Yeah, you definitely have a disadvantage on a California question there. Yeah. Sequoia, that's right. Yeah, the sequoias, the giant sequoias is the name. But redwood is definitely an acceptable answer for that. Sequoia, yeah, okay, Stephen, there you go. Yeah, Stephen has given us the correct spelling even. Okay, so you get honorable mention there. I'm sorry, you're still falling behind Takara, and now Share have an advantage. So spelled it right. That's right, you did. Sequoias. All right, the giant sequoias, commonly known as the redwood, are those giant trees in California. Okay, all right. Let's see. Next question there. Let's see. Besides Nevada and Utah, in what state can the long living bristlecone pine be found? Bristlecone pine can live more than 4,700 years, according to this card. Not something I'm familiar with. Yes, we do have a competition now. So, Takara, you're going to have to be in top form to maintain your lead. But anyway, so besides Nevada and Utah, so from this, I'm assuming that this bristlecone pine can be found in both Nevada and Utah, but in one other state, the bristlecone pine can be found. This is a long-living pine tree. Colorado? No, not Colorado. Good guess, but it's not Colorado. Bristlecone pine can live more than 4,700 years. Arizona? Steven, sorry, no, it's not Arizona. Okay. I really thought that Share would get this one. Why did I say that? Okay, so a state besides Nevada and Utah where the bristlecone pine can be found. New Mexico? No. Stephen, another good guess. All seem completely reasonable. Okay, so the choices are Washington State, California, or Idaho. California, that's right. Share. Yeah, being a California person, I thought that you would get that right away, but it took you two chances. That's all right. You still get credit for the correct answer. That's right. So California, as well as Nevada and Utah, is the home, or are the homes to the bristlecone pine that can live more than 4,700 years. I didn't know about that particular pine, but that's interesting. Okay. What about this? This is, I think, very challenging. What is the common name for the largest fungus and probably the organism in the world in Malheur National Forest in Oregon? I saw this in a YouTube video earlier today. I could actually answer this question, but only because I happened to stumble across this in a video earlier today, just by chance, by pure chance. But what is the common name for the world's largest fungus? Okay, and probably the largest living organism in the world, located in Malheur, Malheur, Malheur National Forest in Oregon. Any ideas? Uh, I have no clue. Fungus. Yes. Um, all right. Fungus is a broader term. Let me narrow it down to you. Narrow it down to you. No, narrow it down for you. There we go. Get my prepositions correct here. I am an English teacher. Um, so the mushroom is a fungus, right? So we're talking about a mushroom, okay, that is the world's largest fungus. Okay, no idea, right? Okay, so let me give you three choices then. Let's see. Let's see. Or okay, three choices: the alfalfa mushroom, the honey mushroom, or the red mushroom. Okay, what do you think? Yeah, mushroom, right? It is a mushroom, but I need the common name for it. So the common name for this largest fungus in the world. Portobello fungi bonsai. Uh no, that's not the right answer, but that's a great answer. that's that's great. Red? No, it's not the red. It's not the red. Yeah, this is a bizarre. I mean, most of these questions are reasonable, but this one is like, wow, alfalfa. No, it's not alfalfa. Okay, it's not the alfalfa, and it's not the red. So what was the other choice that I gave you? Can you remember? First one to recall the choice that I gave is going to get the honey. That's right. Share. Gets it as much from memory as from knowledge there. Yes, that's right. The honey mushroom. Okay, so we can file that one away. But it is an interesting fact. The largest living organism in the world is a mushroom, commonly called the honey mushroom. Yeah, and like I said, I just happened to see that on a video this very morning earlier, and it just happened to appear on this card. Quite the coincidence. Okay. All right. A quick one. We'll go back to something a little easier here. Quickly, as quick as you can. Who can type the quickest? What city, okay, a city name, what city is nicknamed City by the Bay? City by the Bay. Okay, so what city is City by the Bay? Is it edible? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know if it's edible. They would probably frown on it since they don't want you chopping into the world's largest organism and decreasing its size. It probably Guinness would frown on that or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if the honey mushroom, it sounds like it would be. Oh, San Francisco. Oh, share. Yeah. Okay. So, but Stephen was first with the correct answer, San Francisco. So Stephen has his first answer for the day. Okay. Takara, you're going to have to up your game here. Your competitors are hard after you here. Okay. Let's see. Um, okay. Yes, you're going to have to type a little faster, Takata. You're still typing. Both answers are already. Yep, going to have to work on your typing skills. I think there's a website for that. You can look it up. Okay. The lag is terrible. Oh, I am very sorry about that. Um, Maybe I'm running some things in the background here. Let me see if I. There was a couple of applications on my computer here running in the background that I had forgotten about. So maybe I can um, quit those. I don't know if that's going to make any difference, but I will try. Okay. Um, okay, let's. Oh, oh well, that's all right. Oh, there's another one hiding, lurking in the background. Oh, these applications lurking in the background will be the death of me. Okay. All right, let's see if that probably is not going to help, but maybe it won't hurt. Okay. All right, here's a question. Again, this is probably going to benefit our California residents, but here's the question. What is the new name for Candlestick Park, the famous outdoor sports and entertainment stadium? What is the new name? What is the new name for Candlestick Park? Okay. Yes. Yeah, lose. So the computer, yeah, definitely easier to type on the computer, at least for me. Although I've heard people say that their thumbs are lightning and they can really input those answers quickly on even on their smartphones. But yeah, for me, definitely a keyboard is much faster. I'm sorry. Let me read the question again. What is the new name for Candlestick Park, the famous outdoor sports and entertainment stadium? The new name. At least it was new at the time this game was made. So maybe that'll Monster or something. Yes. Okay. Well, Monster. No, Oracle. No, it is Monster. That is right. So share again. Our California resident, right, gets the right answer. That is right. So we've got quite the competition going now here. Takara still is hanging on to her lead with 5 correct answers. Share now has 4, and Stephen 1 correct answer so far. Let's see how the game progresses. Okay. All right. How about this? State is national. I'm sorry, national park, World Heritage Site located. Okay, so Mammoth Cave National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage. In which state is Mammoth Cave National Park located? Okay. Mammoth Cave National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is located in which state? Do we need choices? I know it takes a little time to type. Maybe you already know this answer, and between the lag and the input, the answers haven't come out yet. New Mexico. New Mexico is not the right answer. No, it's not New Mexico. I actually thought that it was New Mexico. In fact, New Mexico is one of the distractors of the choices. So let me give you 3 more choices. Okay. North Dakota, South Dakota, Kentucky. North Dakota, South Dakota, Kentucky. Stephen, yes. He's not intimidated by Takara's early lead. He's coming from behind, but ready to make this a stiff competition, right? The Mammoth Cave is in Kentucky. That is right. So UNESCO World Heritage Site. I've been to Kentucky. I have not been to Mammoth Cave National Park. I missed that. That's too bad. Okay. All right. So excellent. Yeah, the answer was Kentucky, right? Very good, Stephen. So we now have Takara holding on to her lead with 5 points. Share right behind her with 4, and Stephen with 2 correct answers. Okay. How about this question? I guess it's a geography question. What state in the South, so a southern state, lies within the Appalachian Mountain System? Yes, Carlsbad Caverns are in New Mexico. That's right. I have been to Carlsbad Caverns. Yes, quite impressive. I mean, amazing, amazing. Um, you have a set number of questions. No, I didn't have a set number of questions because I didn't know how soon or how many people were going to be joining me here as I continue with this quiz broadcast. I plan to get a little more organized and let's see. Okay. Oh, we have an answer. South Carolina, KY. Um, South Carolina is not correct. No, I'm sorry. KY, if that's Kentucky, that is also not correct. Um, so it's a southern state, South Tennessee. No, it's not Tennessee. We're in the area. Of course, we all know the area. All right, let me give you the choices here. Louisiana, Arkansas, West Virginia. Okay, Louisiana, Arkansas, West Virginia is a southern state, lies in the Appalachian Mountain system. Louisiana, Arkansas, West Virginia. Clearly, those are all southern states, but which one is in the Appalachian? Okay. I think, yeah, what time? Oh, it's already 43. So we're going to have 5 more questions. Okay, 5 after this one. Okay, Arkansas. Arkansas is not the correct answer. Arkansas is not the correct answer. So it's either Louisiana or West Virginia. Okay, Louisiana or West Virginia. Okay, got a 50-50 chance. Who's going to type it in quicker? It's not Arkansas. It's not Tennessee. It's not South Carolina. Is it Louisiana or West Virginia? Louisiana or West Virginia? Louisiana? No, it's not Louisiana. So, West Virginia. That's right. Stephen wins almost by default. I mean, maybe you were just maybe you were just took a little too much time typing, but I've hit almost every southern state. Yes, yes, that's okay. It's another question that I didn't know. I know the cards, and that's the only. Okay, let's go on. There will be 5 more questions. We have one can still win this. Still has a lead with 5 points. Share now with 3. So this game is still up for grabs. Okay. So 5 more questions. Which state in the South is home to the Biltmore Estate and the Wright Memorial at Kitty Hawk? Okay, so the Wright Memorial is a little more of a hint for me, but the Biltmore, Biltmore, Biltmore Estate and the Wright Memorial at Kitty Hawk. Which state in the South? Which state in the South? Which state in the South is home to the Biltmore Estate and the Wright Memorial at Kitty Hawk? Okay, could be combination of time of lagging and keyboarding skills here. North Carolina. Share comes up to tie Takata. That is the answer. That is correct. North Carolina is where the Wright Memorial at Kitty Hawk is located. North Carolina. That's right. Very good. Okay, so Takata and Cher are now tied at 5 points. Stephen following close behind with 3. Still anyone's quiz here. So there are 4 more questions left. 4 more questions. Okay. Lots of lag. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to rearrange my office so that I can get off of this Wi-Fi. I'm sure that is the problem. I have a strong signal here. I'm within my office, but probably Wi-Fi is not going to do enough. Okay. All right. Whoop, whoop. Yes. All right. So tie game here. Still anybody's game. Okay. Okay. Which Great Plains state has a national forest planted entirely by people? Which Great Plains state has a national forest planted entirely by people? It's Haps. Oh, they're working on it. Yeah, well, I hope that that's the case. Rearranging my office would be a challenge also, but I'm sorry. Back to the question. Which Great Plains state has a national forest planted entirely by people? Something I was totally unaware of. Okay. Well, we're waiting for the lag to be taken care of. Iowa. Iowa is definitely a plain state. It's my home state, if you didn't know. Yes, I am from Iowa. Proud to say? Well, okay. I am from Iowa, but it's not the answer. I'm sorry. We're looking for another plain state, not Iowa, that has a national forest planted entirely by people. 3 choices I will give you: North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. North Dakota, South Dakota, or Nebraska. Which one has a national forest planted entirely by people? So it's not a natural national forest, but a hand-planted national forest. Totally unaware of this fact. Interesting to me. Very interesting. Okay. So, which Great Plains state? Nebraska, Nebraska, Nebraska. Okay, everybody came in with that, but Takata, because of lag or typing skills, whatever the answer is, Takata, sure, just in case. No, it was Nebraska was the answer. That's right. Nebraska is the answer. So Takata regains her lead. Okay, Takata regains her lead. She now has 6 points to Cher's 5, and Stephen still with 3. So Nebraska has a hand-planted national forest. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Talking about Nebraska, plain state, neighbor to Iowa, my home state. This is one that maybe by process of elimination or the sparsity of possible answers you might guess. What emergency calling system originated in Nebraska? What emergency calling system originated in Nebraska? Totally clueless. I had no idea that this was the case. But when I say emergency calling system, what comes to mind? And that's probably the answer. There's a big hint, I guess. So who can type it in quickly? Again, we're waiting for the lag, I'm sure. Sorry about that. 911, Takata. Oh, Takata is reasserting her authority as the quizmaster here. Yes, 911. The 911 emergency system originated in Nebraska. Amazing. I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. But Takata came up quickly with that correct answer. All right, we have, let's see, that was the third of the last 5, so we have 2 more questions. This is the penultimate question, the second to the last question, right? The penultimate question. Let's see. All right. Are you familiar with superstitions? According to superstition, knocking on what is used as a charm to bring good luck? Knocking on what is used as a charm to bring good luck? That's not actually the way I understood this action. It was more of a way to ward off bad luck, was the way I had interpreted it. But the way this question is worded, it says, according to superstition, wood. That's Takata. Oh, amazing. You now have 8 points and a commanding lead. 8 points and a commanding lead goes to Takata. Wood is the answer. Wood. You knock on wood. We've all heard that phrase. We know that phrase. And like I said, to me, knocking on wood always seemed to be more to avoid a bad a bad occurrence, something bad happening, rather than to ensure good luck. But maybe that boils down to the same thing. Okay. All right. The last question. The last question will make it a quick and I think easy one. One again that most of us know. I think another superstition question. Is this really America? Oh well, it's okay. Superstition question. Yeah, maybe. According to superstition, what will bring you bad luck if opened indoors? What will bring you bad luck if opened indoors? Okay, according to superstition, what will bring you bad luck? This is our last question. Takara has already assured her victory in this quiz. She has the certificate coming to her, but Cher, and Stephen, if you're there. Oh, Stephen, umbrella. That is right. Stephen comes up with the answer to the final question. Maybe I should have offered a bonus for that to keep the excitement going. Oh, Takara also came up with the correct answer, but Stephen had already typed in his answer and sent it a little bit faster. So Stephen gets the credit for that correct answer. Umbrellas. Umbrellas are bad luck if opened indoors, right? I mean, I think that's more common sense. Umbrellas open up very wide. They have points on the ends of those things. In a crowded, enclosed place, you're likely to end up with putting one of those umbrella tips through somebody's eye or something like that. It's just a bad idea, let alone, I mean, superstitious, I guess, but it's just impractical. Okay. Stephen answered before the question was even asked on your wow. So clearly, although I like the idea of this quiz, the lag is going to prove to be quite the obstacle to overcome in future editions of this quiz. But congratulations to Takara with 8 points. 8 points. You win today's quiz, the United States Peace Game quiz. You have won today's quiz and have won the certificate of recognition, superior knowledge. So I will add your name to the winner's name area, and I will create the customized PDF file and send it to you in whichever way you deem fit, by email or some other way of transferring this PDF file to you, so you can keep it as your desktop screen on your computer, or print it up to post proudly on your wall, hang it on your wall, your certificate of recognition for your superior U.S.A. Peace Game quiz abilities, right? So let me know by direct mail. You can contact me here, of course. You can contact me through other ways. You can find me in you can find me here. So Haps TV, of course, Twitter at Darts Player, because I used to play a lot of darts. Pre-COVID, I was playing darts 2 or 3 times a week. We have darts bars here in Japan, the electronic kind. You know, the Japanese love electronics, and the electronic dart machines were a big boom here in Japan about 10 years ago. Maybe it started 15 years ago, something like that. And I got into it about 12 years ago, and up until last year. So for about 10, 11 years, I was very much into darts, playing a couple days a week. So anyway, that's why you can find me Facebook, Darts Player, okay, and Twitter at Darts Player, and so on. Okay, so that is my broadcast. I've run for almost an hour, which is longer than I thought. Little by little, I'll get more and more organized. I'm very, very happy that those of you that could join me did join me today. Thank you very much for that. I will continue to do these. And as I said, I'm working on a spin-off, the Japan game, which I'm going to try and do bilingually. Although my spoken Japanese is pretty good, my reading and writing in Japanese leaves much to be desired. But and you know, the cards have both English and Japanese written, but the Japanese uses, of course, the kanji characters, the Chinese characters there, and very difficult for me. But I'll try and prepare well enough so that I can do that. Anyway, thank you, those of you that participated. Please come back again. Please subscribe so you know when the next quiz is coming, and I hope to see you next time. And to contact me, I'll send that certificate right out to you. Okay, thanks again, and goodbye.